98 Not Out, sponsored by Shepherd Neame, proud supporters of cricket in Essex.
Yeah. Bit of the Rolling Stones and Start Me Up. So welcome on the line. We've got independent cricket writer with us, Chris Stocks. When I say independent, you're actually freelance, aren't you, Chris?
I am, yeah. How you doing, guys?
Yeah.
All right.
Although you do write for the Independent, or they take some of your stories as well.
Yeah, more the eye paper these days, but yeah, I am independent.
There isn't a hard copy of the Independent anymore, is there?
No, it's not. It's just a website now, so
Yeah.
all online.
Excellent. And you're quite busy on, or the Eye is a very busy contributor to Twitter. There's a regular stream of articles on there.
Yeah, they love their cricket over there, which is great for me, because they're always up for different stories and interviews with people. So it's good paper.
So Chris, first off, how have you been coping with the lockdown and not much cricket?
Yeah, it's been weird. I worked out earlier on this week. I think this is the first time in about 6 or 7 years that I've spent this number of nights at home, sort of consecutive number of nights at home, usually away, sort of, a good 4 or 5 months of the year. That's including test matches and matches in England as well. So it's been nice to be at home for sort of an extended period, and it's been quite busy on the news front. Obviously, we've got all the tours, or at least the West Indies series that's coming up, and hopefully Pakistan after that, and Ireland of the ODIs. It's been pretty newsy, and the ECB have been really good for us guys as well, putting up England players regularly on Zoom sort of press conferences. So it's been busy, and it's been different, but it's been a good experience.
So the West Indies are now here. It does look to be looking good for tests. Do you foresee any problems coming up? Obviously, positive coronavirus tests would be one, but anything else?
Not other than coronavirus, no. I mean, I think we can look forward fairly positively, unless there's some sort of dramatic big spike in cases in the next 3 weeks. I think we're going to have those 3 tests. They're going to be under very different circumstances. Obviously, no fans, it is biosecure conditions, so it's all going to feel a little bit weird, but you just hope when that first ball is bowled that, we can kind of escape again into kind of sport and a test match.
Are there restrictions being put on media, the amount of media covering or being in the ground or anything like that?
Yeah, they're limiting the numbers of media who can go in, so it's going to be under 15 people, I think, of written media anyway, who can enter the ground, and the ECB are going through that at the moment, who they're going to let in, who they're not. Everyone is going to have to be tested for coronavirus 5 days out from each test match, so they can be sure that they're not letting in people into the bubble who are infected, and there'll be daily tests as well for everyone coming into the bubble, which will be sort of thermo body checks, I think, and temperature checks, just to make sure that no one comes in and kind of spreads the virus. So it's going to be quite strange, but these measures need to be taken in these sort of weird times, I guess.
What's a normal amount that you would have in there? You say 15 are allowed in for this. What is a normal amount that would go in?
I would say for a home test match, you're looking at, well, it depends where it is, but most test matches, you're looking at least 50 people. That's written press. And then a Lord's test match, it's going to be more than that. You can get up to 70 odd people for a Lord's test match, and that's just written journalists. So it's going to be quite a small number who gets in.
Have any West Indies journalists or commentators come over?
Not that I know. I don't think there's any written press from the West Indies coming over. I don't really blame them, to be honest, because I think they're fairly untouched from COVID-19. I think there will be some West Indian guys who are going to be on Sky and on the BBC as summarisers, but other than that, no, I don't think so.
For your chances as a freelance, do you think you'll be able to actually see any cricket, or will it might be a case of you're all going to take it in rotation?
I'm fairly hopeful. I mean, the Eye want me to cover the series, and I'm hopeful I'll get in. So hopefully I'll do all 3 tests. It's going to be slightly weird being away from home again, I think. It's been here for so long, but it'll be good to actually cover some cricket again. So I'm looking forward to it.
I'm thinking about it from a cricket perspective and on the field. What do you envisage as a contest? Because it was quite lively last out in in the Caribbean, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think actually, looking at it from a cricketing perspective, it could be a really good series. West Indies have won 3 of the last 5 tests against England, so they've obviously won 2-1 in the Caribbean last year, and they won that test match at Headingley as well in 2017. I hope scored those twin hundreds, and they chased down 3-2-2. So I think it could be a really good series. I think they've got some decent batsmen, and including Shai Hope, and the bowling attack could be quite tasty as well with Kemar Roach, Jazzo, Joseph. I think Shannon Gabriel's going to be parachuting into that squad before the first test. So I think it could be a good contest.
It should be indeed. We discussed it a little while ago. Do you see any red ball cricket being played in England this year? I mean, if there's going to be no crowds allowed as per announced?
Red ball county cricket?
Yeah.
I think that's very much balanced at the moment. I mean, I think if they do get red ball county cricket on, it's not going to be the crowds that I think it's going to happen. I know some counties being angling or campaigning for that. I know Surrey want to introduce crowds, social distance crowds, but I can't see that happening. Football might be some sort of curtailed competition.
Chris, we've got a really poor line.
Yep, I can hear you.
Oh, that's
guys.
loads better.
Oh yeah, definitely, that's better. We can hear you now.
Excellent.
That's the joys of technology and live radio at the moment, isn't it?
So we were talking about county cricket, and the wags out there will point out that if you go to a county cricket match, there's social distancing going on anyway. On the basis of the numbers of people that turn up anyway to county cricket, it should be fairly easy to spread them out around even the smaller grounds like maybe Essex or Somerset, whatever. Obviously in Surrey are pushing hard to get it done, but I would have thought that for your average county cricket follower, it would be doable. Do you think?
You'd hope so, wouldn't you? I mean, on the face of it would seem fairly simple, but then I guess you have to get government sign-off for it, and they might not give it the sign-off. And things like, toilets, how often they have to be cleaned, do social distance there, will the bars be open, you don't know, will catering places be open? You'd like to think they could find a way to do it, but I'm not 100% certain it will happen this summer.
Without it, do you see there much point of red ball cricket?
I think so, yeah. Cause I think it's more than just money. I think it's actually getting some sport, showed on online, so it's really online streaming or on the radio, just something on, getting some sort of county cricket on, I think would be good for everyone who loves the sport. And if it's not, it's obviously not going to be a full championship season, but even if it's curtailed, regional kind of thing.
You know what?
Just to get it on.
It might be a chance for a new audience, because the usual county cricket audience are retirees that might not be the ones that are reaching for the streaming button or the YouTube channel. You might see some cricket-hungry youngsters coming forward in this scenario, which could be a blessing.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I mean, the lack of sport at the moment. If you get cricket on, I know the Premier League's going to come back at some point, but if you can get cricket on, there's less competition than there would be in any other year. So yeah, there's an opportunity definitely to maybe get a newer audience.
There is indeed. We've been chatting about racism in cricket this evening and the lack of black players at counties. Obviously, it's a very complex situation. What have you seen change over the years that you've been covering cricket, and what more can be done?
Well, I think this has been a discussion specifically about black British cricketers. We've been having for well over a decade, if not longer. I mean, I heard your discussion earlier, and it's pretty stark, the number of black players who played for England.
Yeah.
I think Michael Carberry is the only British-born black cricketer to represent England this century, which, it says something. I'm not sure what, but it's not good, whatever it is. So I'm not sure what can be done, but I think it is a very complex issue. And Darren, you were right earlier to say it's not just about race; it's about class as well. The lack of sort of state school educated players, even in first class cricket, is quite stark. And I think it's an issue that needs to be looked at, and it's got to be kind of quite wide ranging. I think you can't be too simplistic about it, but I think there needs to be definitely some kind of not review, but there needs to be some kind of investigation into what can be done to attract, ethnic minority players into the sport, because they're not filtering up into the highest levels, and that's especially the case for, even coaching at county level. I can't think of a black coach at any county in the time that I've covered cricket.
I can't think of a head coach. There's
No.
been a few assistants, hasn't there?
Donovan Miller's one that springs to mind.
Obviously, Essex head Dimitri Mascarenas last year as well.
But I think also when you look at the facilities and the support at state schools, if you're playing cricket, it might be on a mat, it might be on a field that's also used for rugby or football or something, which is a bit carved up. Maybe the grass isn't quite as short, and you're being coached by the games teacher, who might be a part-time cricket coach, a part-time football coach, a part-time whatever. Whereas at public schools, the facilities are completely different. You'll have dedicated and maintained cricket fields, and also the coaching, by and large, and judging by a lot of the guests that we've had on this show, are ex-professionals that get lured into coaching roles at top schools.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the difference is stark, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
I think at state level, state schools, I think cricket's barely played. But yeah, public schools, the facilities are absolutely superb, aren't they? It's reflected in the England team. I can think of 3 England players who are state educated. That'd be Jimmy Anderson, who's turning 38 this month. Ben Stokes, Mark Wood. I can't think of any others out of the current crop of England players. But yeah, there's definitely an issue there.
Yeah.
Here is a problem indeed. Chris, thanks for taking time out to join us. We know you're only up the road from us. We're in Brentwood, and I know you sort of based not far from the ground. So hopefully, in a few weeks' time, maybe we get you into the studio, have a proper chat with you as well.
That sounds good, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Come and co-present, that'd be laugh.
That'd be fun.
Thanks a lot, Chris.
Chris, thanks for your
Good stuff.
time.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.